Aaron just noted that Aroldis Chapman will not be on the postseason roster and he's not with the team, and there could be some disciplinary action. What have the conversations been like with either Aroldis or his people during this?
Yeah, obviously we have not had our official postseason roster meetings, but he effectively took himself out of at least this round of consideration because, obviously as a team, we have everybody who's obviously part of our network here working out starting Friday, and he made a decision not to show, and so I fined him. Obviously I had a conversation with him. I fined him for not being here at a mandatory workout, and Aaron Boone, post-workout, I had a conversation with him, and during that conversation, I wasn't a part of that. When he made the decision, just telling him to stay, telling him just stand down and just stay home. You got to be all in, at this time of year, and it's disappointing. So that he effectively made that type of decision. He was due to pitch a live BP, obviously get his work in as he was competing for a spot on the roster, as well as facing our hitters to give them that type of competition as we navigate the off days between the wild card series and our division series is about to start Tuesday. And again, I can't give any more information than that. It's just disappointing. So we're gonna have what we have here, and people who are competing to dying to be on this roster and fighting to be on this roster and want to be on this roster, and even though those decisions haven't been made yet, he again chose to be absent. So after the Texas series, we had that off day we provided for everybody in between, and he flew from Texas to Miami, to spend the off day there, and then chose not to come Friday to the workout. So nothing really more to add.
What do you think of the matchup with the Guardians, and how do you feel like your roster stacks up?
Well, we're gonna have an advanced scouting meeting, later today. I think around 2 or 2:30, and post workout. So I'll get a little bit more intel on these guys. We've faced them 6 times this year. We know how good they are. Listen, anybody in the postseason, they're really good, right? They've earned their way to be here, and the operations that have been pushed out now, whether it's Toronto or Tampa, or St. Louis, those are top-notch, operations and top-notch teams that are more than capable as well. So to be in the postseason, you've done a lot, and to be able to advance, obviously, you're doing a lot. And so I know that Cleveland's got great pitching, both out of the rotation and the bullpen. I know they got a great defensive team. They're young, they're athletic, and they're run by one of the game's all-time great managers in Terry Francona, and one of the game's best executives, under the leadership with his staff of Chris Antonetti. So we know we got our hands full. There's a lot of respect we have for the Guardians and their operation from top to bottom, and so we'll learn a lot more about them here later this afternoon as we continue to get our team ready for Tuesday night.
Over to the left, Brendan, and then Lindsay.
Cash. Boone said that Chapman gave an unacceptable excuse as to why he didn't show up Friday. What was that excuse?
I wasn't part of his conversation, so I know I had my own conversation with Aroldis, and it wasn't an excused absence. He obviously was due. Everybody was due to be here for a workout every day, and all the specialty coaches, communicate with their responsible player group about what their coming day's work is going to be. And Matt Blake had communicated with Aroldis about his live BP on Friday, and our interpreter, who was on the phone with me interpreting with Aroldis, he was in communication with Aroldis, sharing, as Marlon DeBrey, sharing and reiterating when he was supposed to be here. So there's no, there was no legitimate reason why he wasn't here. He's employed, he's due to provide work. Postseason roster hadn't been set yet. We hadn't even had our meetings yet. We still haven't had that meeting yet. And he chose not to come. So.
And what did you see out of DJ LeMahieu the last week or so of the regular season?
I see somebody that's fighting, to be a part of things. He's obviously compromised with an injury, and he's trying to put himself in the best position